In this episode for home sellers, we talk about complacency, putting more cash in your pocket, and making the most out of your limited opportunities. This is episode 30 of the Inside Real Estate Show with me, Darin Persinger, your host here, and also with Persinger Group Real Estate. I want to talk to you, the home seller, homeowner, thinking about selling, about cash, complacency, making the most of limited opportunities. Before we get into the show, though, the reality is chances are I'm going to be speaking to the choir here. If you're taking the time out of your day, limited amount of time, limited amount of attention to give, and you're watching this show, you probably don't need to be watching this show. It'll make sense as we get into it later, but I want to congratulate you for not being one of the people that goes, I don't care, because that's complacency. I really don't know how to overcome that. So I guess I'm just speaking to the choir here. Before we get into the main topic, let's do some housekeeping.
Housekeeping!
If you head over to persingergroup.com/blog, you're going to see 3 new articles up there. The 3 most recent articles are going to be things going on in Monroe, Washington, things going on in Snohomish Gardening Club, and things about sports and activities in Lake Stevens. So if you're in one of those 3 communities, we got 3 articles up for you over there. And do anything else on housekeeping today? No, that's it. Let's head into the main topic. Main topic today, complacency, putting more cash in your pocket, and making the most of limited opportunities. First thing that I want you to think about here. How many times are you actually going to sell a home in your lifetime? Take a moment, think about that number. If you're not sure what it is, think about your parents or think about your grandparents. Think about how many times they have owned a home and sold it. Is that number going to be 3? Maybe 5? 7 would put you probably on the high end of the average. So there's limited times that you're going to own a home and sell it. Much less than how many cars you're going to own and sell and trade in or whatever over your lifetime. So just keep that in mind as we go through this main topic. And the thing that interests me, let me back up for a second, because I want to defend real estate agents for a moment. Besides writing these 2 books recently, one for home buyers, one for home sellers, a few years ago, when I was working with real estate agents in the industry, I wrote this book for real estate agents. And I used to go on stage at speaking events, and I would criticize real estate agents. And I know I did that too much now, thinking back on it. I'd criticize them of like, you're not doing enough for our clients, you got to do more. I was kind of giving them this talk of don't be complacent, you got to do more. And now that I've stepped back into real estate sales, I realize, look, it's very few people are going to go above and beyond. And what I see now that I'm back in real estate sales and I'm in the trenches, I'm face to face with everyone here. I'm looking at home sellers online. I see that a lot of home sellers just don't care. Now, chances are, if you're watching this, you do care. That's why you're watching this. So I'm not speaking to you necessarily. But if you look around, if you go onto our website, persingergroup.com, where we have all the listings of all the brokerages of all the real estate agents in the area, and you compare listing to listing, and you see some photos of homes versus other photos of homes, you probably are wondering yourself of, why is that agent so bad? Why are they taking bad photos? And now I'm to this point where I'm wondering, why is the home seller allowing their real estate agent to get away with such bad marketing? Why is the home seller complacent on not challenging their realtor, or why are they complacent on picking out the realtor? There's so many home sellers that I talk to that come to our website that are looking for information or resources, and then when I follow up with them, they go, no, I don't want to talk to you. I already have a real estate agent. Okay? And then I see the marketing that real estate agent does for them later. I got to give credit to a home seller last week actually, had me out to his house, told me he's going to be interviewing 8 real estate agents. I mean, if you have the time for that, that's awesome. I think that's a little too much. 2 would be great. 3, you get a good idea. But the complacent seller that is so defensive when I follow up after they've been to our website asking for information and resources, that's like, no. I don't want to talk to you. I already have a real estate agent. Leave me alone. Okay. You don't want a second opinion on stuff. You don't want to be able to compare apples to apples. Why are you so defensive? Why are you so complacent? And then I see that marketing. So those people that show up at first and then disappear, again, are probably not the people that are going to invest the time to watch or listen to this show, to this episode. But keep this in mind, going back to the beginning, how many times are you going to have the opportunity to sell a home and maximize your sales price, the net that you walk away with, excuse me. If you're being complacent, you are walking away from money sitting on the table, is what was going through my mind there. So a few episodes ago, episode 27, and it's written in this book for home buyers, and I touch on it briefly in the seller's book too. I talked about 3 big money-saving tips when you're trying to save for a down payment. Now, you could be doing things of cutting out your coffee every day and nickeling, diming with the cable company and stuff like that. But I gave 3 examples of where you could end up saving $20,000 to $35,000, $40,000 just like that in order to come up with a down payment. I call those big wins. I think this carries over to home sellers too. If you're trying to get ahead in life, if you're looking for an opportunity to pay off some credit card debt, pay off your car loan, to have money to go on a vacation without putting it on the credit card, save up for your kids' college tuition, put some extra money away for retirement. If you want to do those kinds of things without nickel and diming yourself, of majoring in the minors of trying to just cut out coffee every day, maximizing the sale of your home and putting more cash in your pocket when you do that, that is a big win. And think about how many times you have to do that in your lifetime. Very limited amounts. So you want to take advantage of them when you can. So, my long story long today is there's only so many big win opportunities out there. Selling your home is absolutely one of them. I have a feeling that if you're watching this, you're still listening to this, that you're someone who's not complacent, you understand that. And so I'm just reconfirming for you, you're on the right track. Congratulations, you're doing the right thing by investing a little bit of time up front, getting all the information, knowledge, insight, analysis, and advice that you can get so that you can cash in on this and put more money in your pocket now to pay off those car loans, credit card debt, save some money for retirement, kids' college tuition, those things. You're doing the right thing. And last thing I'll leave you with, just to remind you, home is what you make it someplace you love.